Will you marry me?
I'm not crying, you're crying. Weiss proposed to his girlfriend on stage after winning for Outstanding Directing for a variety special. What a beautiful moment. And I think Leslie Jones would agree. Look at her amazing reaction here. Now, right after the proposal, the SNL star then posted a video on Twitter giving any future suitor a little message.
The man that's gonna be with me is gonna propose to me on the Emmys, okay? And if you don't do that, then you ain't serious about our love. Real talk.
She has a really good point there. I hear you, Leslie. But I don't think that was the only moment that got her excited. Regina King won an Emmy for lead actress in a limited series for Netflix's 7 Seconds. And it seemed like both Leslie and Regina couldn't believe it. Take a look.
Ooh! Regina King!
Thank you for creating an opportunity to tell a story and hold a mirror up to what's going on today. I am just floored.
Such a powerful speech. Congrats to Regina. And the one woman who got the entire crowd to their feet, TV legend Betty White. The 96-year-old icon was honored Monday night and took some time to reflect on her incredible career.
All I can say is, it's such a blessed business to be in, and how lucky can I be, and how much I say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
She is so amazing and so happy she had that moment. And one moment that people couldn't stop laughing over is Jeff Daniels thanking his horse for his godless win.
I'd also finally like to thank my horse, Apollo. He was Jeff Bridges' horse on True Grit, and I felt he was making unfair comparisons.
Okay, I'm a big fan of horses, so I'm very happy the horse got a little shout out. They work really hard. A few other huge winners of the night: Amazon's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel won for Best Comedy Series, and the star of Mrs. Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan, scooped up the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series, while Claire Foy took the trophy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for her work as Queen Elizabeth II on Netflix's The Crown. HBO's Game of Thrones won big for Outstanding Drama Series, making this their third win for the category. Peter Dinklage, who plays Tyrion Lannister on the show, scooped up the Best Supporting Actor in a Drama, making this his third win for the series. While Matthew Rhys scored his first ever Emmy for Outstanding Actor in a Drama Series after 6 seasons on his FX show, The Americans. And last but not least, funny guys Henry Winkler and Bill Hader took home trophies for their HBO comedy Barry. Very happy for them. And the fun did not stop there. The Emmy excitement continued long after the last award was handed out, backstage and at the exclusive after parties. We've got all the best behind the scenes moments coming up in a little bit, so stick around for that. But first, moving on to this. Co-host of CBS's The Talk, Julie Chen, will announce on Tuesday that she is stepping down from the popular daytime talk show. Multiple sources told CNN that Julie is leaving following her husband Les Moonves's ousting from CBS amid sexual misconduct allegations, and that she will address her departure in a videotaped message on Tuesday's episode. A source told CNN, quote, "She has decided that her main focus needs to be clearing her husband's name from accusations made 20 to 30 years ago and tending to her son." Chen served as a co-host and moderator on The Talk since the show first premiered in 2010. Along with her job on The Talk, she is also the host of CBS's Big Brother. Following Moonves's ousting, Chen was absent from the season 9 premiere of The Talk, which stirred some speculation among viewers. Chen's departure comes just over a week after CBS announced Sunday that Moonves was no longer the chairman and CEO of the network due to sexual misconduct allegations. After a July story from The New Yorker detailing allegations of sexual misconduct from 6 women was released, Moonves admitted to acting inappropriately in the past. The network and Moonves announced that they would be donating $20 million to one or more organizations in support of the Me Too movement and equality for women in the workplace, and that the donation would be made immediately. Well, Tom Arnold is not backing down on his claim that Mark Burnett choked him at a pre-Emmys party on Sunday night. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed the 59-year-old filed a battery report and that the incident is still under investigation. Arnold and Burnett were attending a charity event to raise money and awareness for the Motion Picture and Television Fund when the alleged altercation took place. Arnold tweeted that Kevin Bacon was a, quote, solid, reliable brawl witness, and that his daughter was also present. Describing the fight, he says this: Mark Burnett just went ape-leap and choked me at this huge Emmy party, and then he ran away with his torn pink shirt and missing gold chain. I'm waiting for LAPD. This is so crazy. Meanwhile, Burnett's wife, Roma Downey, is pointing the finger at Arnold, posting a picture of what appears to be a bruised hand. Arnold firing back, saying, "You lie, your crazy husband attacked me, you psycho. I'm filing police report and suing you for defamation." Arnold has spent the last several months dissing Burnett on social media. He believes Burnett is protecting President Trump by not releasing alleged tapes of Trump using the N-word while filming The Apprentice. We'll keep you posted on that. Well, we have a big surprise. Jessica Simpson is pregnant, and it's a girl. The singer announced the happy news on Instagram on Tuesday, writing, "This little baby girl will make us a family of 5. We couldn't be happier to announce this precious blessing of life." Jessica and her husband, Eric Johnson, are already proud parents to 6-year-old daughter, Maxwell Drew, and 5-year-old son, Ace. Back in April, Simpson opened up to Entertainment Tonight about her happy family, admitting she had baby fever, but that having a third baby would definitely have to be a bit of a miracle. Looks like that little miracle came true. Big congrats to the happy couple. And Megan, you have even more for us in Star Treks.
Yes, let's do it. We're kicking off Star Treks with a behind-the-scenes look at this year's Emmy Awards. It may have been TV's biggest night, but that didn't stop the stars from documenting every second on social media. You know how we like to do that. From getting ready to fanning out over the favorite stars and moments during the show. Now, Best Actress winner Rachel Brosnahan gave a peek into the scramble of getting red carpet ready. Now look at her. She shared this picture, right? A lot is going on, pre-show salad, while also squeezing in a pedicure, hairstyling, and makeup, multitasking at its finest. And Heidi Klum looked glam in Zach Posen, but getting to the Microsoft Theater was a little less so. She posted a behind-the-scenes shot of her arrival, fully lying down across the seat of a limo as not to wrinkle the dress. Mandy Moore kept it real on the red carpet in the most relatable way, grabbing a group of pic with Queer Eye's Fab Five, writing, "I've already won, I can go home now." Queer Eye's Jonathan Van Ness also had to track down one of his favorite celebs for a selfie, his quote, "Dragon Mom Amelia Clark." I would have died right then. And Tracy Ellis Ross, my girl, was perfectly relatable in her Valentino haute couture gown. She posted this video to Instagram doing the only reasonable thing you can do in a gown like this.
Good night.
It's like a duvet cover, Beyonce vibes. Good night, Tracy. I feel ya. And now it's time to break down the Emmy fashion. White was a standout hue on the Emmys red carpet, with major stars like Claire Foy looking divine in a Calvin Klein gown. Jessica Biel wore a Ralph and Russo couture gown with textured ruffles in white. Scarlett Johansson dazzled in a white sequin Balmain gown with a plunging neckline. Now, Penelope Cruz wore a custom feathered Chanel haute couture gown, and Kristen Bell looked sleek in a long-sleeve white soulless London gown. They all looked amazing to me. Now, forget the classic black tux. There was plenty of white for the men, too. Stranger Things star Noah Schnapp and Khalid McLaughlin ditched the traditional black tuxes, and they look amazing. Emmy winner RuPaul wore a custom Calvin Klein suit, paying homage to the Big Apple with imagery of the Statue of Liberty on his jacket. He was also one of my favorites. Milo Ventimiglia and Lakeith Stanfield opted for white dinner jackets as well, paired with black bow ties. And Queer Eye star Jonathan Van Ness rocked a sheer Prada turtleneck under a white Stella McCartney suit, and he looked amazing. Now, sequins and shine also glittered down the gold carpet last night. Allison Janney, Samira Wiley, and Constance Wu weren't afraid to go bold in their gorgeous sequin gowns. Chrissy Teigen, Kerry Russell, and Natalie Dyer all dazzled too. Kerry wore a sexy couture Zuhair Murad peplum jacket with feathers and a pleated skirt. Carrie's even went a step further than embellishments and featured a fun feather skirt with long sheer skirt underneath. Sandra Oh and Mandy Moore shined in shimmery gowns on the carpet, and I love the beaded detail on Sandra Oh's dress. She looks fabulous. Everyone looked absolutely amazing, and we're gonna keep it moving. All right, Ellen and Simon had a reunion. Let's take a look.
You know you haven't been here in 5 years.
Ellen and Simon Cowell have a lot of catching up to do. The AGT host stopped by Ellen's show Tuesday for the first time since his son Eric's birth 4 years ago and opened up about fatherhood. Take a look.
He is precious. I mean, that is an adorable kid.
Yeah, you know what? He's sweet. I remember teaching him how to share when he was 1.5 because he had a bottle of milk. And I said, let me have some of your milk. And he was like, what? And I went, trust me, sharing gets you more. And, you know, I taught him please and thank you. And look, he's naughty like I was. So sometimes when I talk to him, I say, Eric, whatever you've done, I did 20 times worse. I get it. And that's how we communicate. But he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, and he's got good style, too. Does he dress himself?
Yeah, we have arguments about who's the most handsome. He thinks it's him. I said it's me. But we've got to the point now where I'm ordering pajamas. He now has to wear the same pajamas as me.
So cute. Don't miss Simon and Ellen reunite Tuesday on the Ellen DeGeneres Show. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, stay with us. We're going backstage at the Emmys and catching up with some of the top winners who stole the show. Plus, Chrissy Teigen is firing back at body shamers. We have the story and the tweets. Stick around. But first, let's take a look at our People poll. We've been asking about your favorite moment from last night's Emmy Awards. It's hard to decide.
Yes,
let's see
let's
who's
see.
winning. Looks like Onstage Proposal is #1.
Okay, I like that.
Followed by Betty White.
All right, Betty White, definitely one of my favorites. Now keep voting in our poll, but now on to a little more Emmy news.
Yes, well, the Emmy fun did not stop when the ceremony wrapped. All of our favorite celebs kept the party going long into the night backstage, and at all the glitzy after parties. Clearly, our invites got lost in the mail.
Yeah, like what happened there? I don't know. Two people who are probably still riding that Emmys high, director Glenn Weiss and his now fiance Jan. Everyone is talking about that proposal.
It was amazing. Weiss won an Emmy for his work directing the Academy Awards broadcast earlier this year, and he stunned everyone by using his acceptance speech time to pop the question to his girlfriend on stage, and it was amazing.
Backstage, he answered the question we all had after that beautiful moment. Take a look.
Hi, did something happen tonight?
Okay, what would you have done if you hadn't won?
That's what I asked.
Waited till next year? No. I suppose the ball or In-N-Out Burger, which is like our staple after award shows.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't have to wait till next year. Thank goodness he won. Although a ring and a burger, I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad combo
No,
either.
not at all. Another big winner last night was The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. The Amazon original earned a total of 7 awards, including one for lead actress Rachel Brosnahan.
She may seem like she's got the whole Hollywood starlet thing down. I mean, she looked absolutely flawless. But Rachel revealed backstage she's feeling a little out of place with all this attention on her.
Truthfully, this is a dream I didn't know I had. If you had told me 5 years ago that I'd be playing a stand-up comedy on television, I would have told you to sit down. This is very, very new. I feel like the new kid at the party.
I love her so much. Meanwhile, Henry Winkler has been waiting 45 years for his Emmy. He nabbed his very first trophy Monday night for his work on HBO's Barry.
His first nomination was back in 1976 for his role on Happy Days. And when he got on stage after a roaring standing ovation, he joked that he wrote his speech 43 years ago.
Oh. And backstage, the Fonz himself shared his best advice after 4 decades in the biz.
Here's my advice. Be yourself, be honest about your ability, prepare so that you are not a flash in the pan.
Walked away with the final award of the night. I love that show, outstanding drama series. They sat out last year's Emmys, so they're feeling pretty good being back on top this year.
As they should. Backstage, Kit Harington and Amelia Clark shared how grateful they are to the show for helping to build their careers and their lives. I mean, Kit even met his now wife on the show.
But real highlight of their backstage Q&A was David Benioff, the show's creator, answering the only question that matters. What the heck is taking them so long to give us the final season? Like, really?
The final season's taking a long time because it's the biggest thing we've ever done. And I think when people see it, they're going to understand why it took so long. So it's really not. It's no one's gone on vacation. No one's slacking off. It's just that last season is far beyond what we've ever attempted before, and it's taken a really long time. But I hope it'll be worth it.
And after the main event, our favorite stars split off to attend all the fun after parties, like the Netflix Emmy Award celebration at New House Hollywood. Again, where our invites.
Yeah, like what's going on here? The streaming platform took home 7 primetime Emmy Awards on Monday and 23 Emmys overall this season, so they had a lot to celebrate.
And the gang was all there. The Fab Five, the stars of The Crown and Stranger Things, Dave Chappelle, Michelle Dockery, and James Corden, who got down on the dance floor, even snapped some selfies. This party was the place to be.
And the legendary Governor's Ball, the official Emmys after party, was as opulent as ever. The night's biggest winners partied the night away under the stars on the LA Live event deck.
And nibbled on over 35 gourmet small plates that included hot fried chicken sliders and mini strawberry shortcake mason jars. My mouth is watering just saying those words.
Lunch is on you next, all right? And there's nothing like the magic of an award show to bring people together, even two people with a little beef between them.
Yeah, you're talking about Tiffany Haddish and Katt Williams, of course. Just last week, Katt told an Atlanta radio show that Tiffany hasn't earned her place in the comedy world because she hasn't gone on tour.
She clapped back with a tweet, in part accusing Katt of not having his facts right. But after they each won an Emmy on Monday night, Tiffany made it clear at the Governor's Ball that their drama was ancient history.
I never was mad at Katt. You was mad at Katt? Because I wasn't mad at Katt. I didn't have no problem with Katt.
And as the saying goes, a picture's worth 1,000 words. They prove there's no love lost in these pics posted by Tiffany after the awards show. Katt's even bowing down to her in some of them.
Hey, love it when everyone can get along.
Yes,
That's what's important.
Yes. And from backstage to the red carpet,
the marvelous Rachel Brosnahan stunned at this year's Emmys. And for those of you who don't know, I actually made a guest appearance on her show, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, last year. It was just a line, but I got to work with her and it was amazing.
Well, Jeremy caught up with Rachel on the red carpet, and it turns out, Andrea, she's a pretty big fan of yours as well. Looky here.
So I'm like a Survivor super fan. Really? And when Andrea showed up on set, I thought that somebody was giving her to me as a present. Like, I was like oh my God. I like dorked out so hard, you guys. I had a real moment. Yeah. I'm sure she was terrified, but I'm glad she had an okay experience.
She had so many Survivor questions, and for the record, I wish I was a present to you.
I do too. After this, I have so many questions, but that's amazing.
I love her so much. All right, moving on to this. Chrissy Teigen did not let a body shamer ruin her glamorous Emmys night. The mama, too, took a minute to clap back at a Twitter troll who wrote, quote, "I'm asking this with the utmost respectful, but is Chrissy Teigen pregnant again?" And that was their grammatical mistake, by the way.
The tweet included a picture of Chrissy on the Emmy red carpet. Chrissy fired back saying, "I just had a baby, but thank you for being so respectful."
I love Chrissy, and I love that she claps back, sassy but tasteful.
Chrissy welcomed her son, Miles Theodore, 4 months ago, and we know this mama is no stranger to embracing her post-baby life and post-baby bod. Back in July, she tweeted, "Instagram is crazy. I think it's awesome people have killer bodies and are proud to show them off. I really do. But I know how hard it can be to forget what, for a lack of better words, regular old bodies look like when everyone looks bonkers amazing."
Hey, we definitely feel you on that one, Chrissy. She's a role model for body positivity and someone who knows how to put the Twitter haters in their place. You go, girl. All right, moving on to this.
Actually, everybody hates me. Because I'm the guy that tells them when they're gonna die.
What? 2 months? Resumes? No, 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 no!
Well, it's hard to believe, but yes, that is Tom Bergeron. The Dancing with the Stars host went a little dark for his short film, The Messenger, which is about a man who delivers letters to people letting them know when they are going to die. Yeah, so a little different than what we're used to seeing him as. So I'd ask him if he's ready to take a leap into more serious projects like this.
I've said publicly that I've been hosting things for over 35 years or whatever, and I see Dancing with the Stars as the last thing I'll host. But I do want to flex those different muscles, the acting muscles, which I have done occasionally but not often. And it was nice to be in the company of actors like Gene Smart from Fargo and Designing Women, and R.J. Walker from Atlanta, and to look different and feel. We were shooting in a heat wave, and I was in that, I don't know if you've seen it, but I was in a corduroy suit and 111 degrees in LA, and my character is supposed to be annoyed, it helped. It helped.
You can get there.
Yeah, I could get it. It was method acting.
Yeah. I love seeing him in that darker role.
Yeah.
Keep it up, Tom Bergeron. All right, coming up tomorrow, the ACM New Male Vocalist of the Year, Brett Young, is stopping by to fill us in on upcoming music, his recent engagement, and much more. You do not want to miss it.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.